What's up, everybody? JVille Sports here with my daily sports picks video. It is Tuesday, October the 16th, NBA opening night. I'm so excited. This is my daily sports picks video, NBA edition. Thank you guys, like always, for joining me today. I'm just so happy basketball is here. Basketball is my favorite sport. College basketball is my most profitable sport when it comes to sports betting, but just basketball overall as a sport is my favorite sport. So I'm just so excited. NBA opening night, not a huge card or a huge day as far as games go. Pretty much the whole league is going to kick off tomorrow. So we have two games today on TNT. Two very, very good games. It would have been two great games, but we have one major injury. But still two pretty good games. So great way to kick off the NBA season. Usually with my videos, I recap what we did the day before. Obviously, with this being opening night, I have nothing to recap, so I'll quickly give out my NBA prediction. The Warriors are going to win the championship. I mean, they're stacked. I do hope they get some competition, and I think they will. A lot of people say if Chris Paul wouldn't have gotten hurt last year in the playoffs, the Rockets would have beaten the Warriors. Maybe. Really no way of knowing that. But yeah, I mean, the Rockets, you know, they lose a couple key players. Trevor Ariza's gone, but they bring in Carmelo Anthony. How is he going to gel with the lineup? A lot of ball-hawking players on that team. Chris Paul needs the ball. James Harden needs the ball. Carmelo Anthony needs to learn how to play without the ball at this point in his career. So Rockets are stacked. They'll be in the top of the West. My top three teams in the West: Rockets, Warriors, and Utah. Utah is a tricky little team. They look really good. Had a great season last year. They have a lot of young guys that are going to be better this year, so they could contend for sure. Besides those three teams, LeBron James is now in the West with the Lakers. How are they going to do? I don't think they're going to be ready to compete this year. They should be very good. Portland always has a good team. When Russell Westbrook comes back for the Thunder, they'll be good. Denver has a pretty good team. So the West is definitely a lot deeper than the East, but I think the top three teams, Utah, the Rockets, and the Warriors, are above the rest, and I think the Warriors will end up again in the finals. In the East, my top three teams, the Raptors, they swap out DeMar DeRozan for Kawhi Leonard. Not a big difference offensively, but Kawhi Leonard a much better defender than DeRozan, and that's going to help them come playoff time, where the Raptors, I mean, they're the one seed usually, and they just don't look like it come playoff time. So I do think Kawhi Leonard is a positive for them. So we'll see how they do. I think they'll be top three in the East again. Boston Celtics, this is one team I'm excited to see them come back together. Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward, Tatum, great rookie season. So Boston's going to be there again if they can stay healthy. And then the third team is probably the Philly 76ers. You know, I mean, Markelle Fultz, the #1 overall pick, and nobody even talks about him. Ben Simmons, of course, Joel Embiid. I mean, that team is stacked. If they get anything out of Fultz, they'll definitely be improved from last year. So definitely just excited to get this going, see what everybody is going to be about, and go from there. I'm wearing the Sun shirt. I'm not looking forward to this Sun season. They're going to be one of the bottom three teams in the NBA. They're just not ready. They fired their GM just weeks ago. It's a mess. But opening night, like I said, can't say it enough. So excited for it to get going. I'm not going to make this a super long video. Like I said, only two games today, but I'm going to give out just one free play. So the first game on the board is the Sixers and Celtics, and it's going to be a very good game. The line opened up at 5. It's down to 4.5, so it came down a little bit. Opened up at 208, and it's went up a little bit to 208.5. So not a whole lot of movement in this game. It's tough to handicap opening night. You just never know what you're going to get. Boston Celtics, like I said, they had a lot of injuries late last year, so it's a team that's going to need to gel together as the season goes along. I kind of lean towards the Sixers and the points here. They're just a really good team. I don't think I just think it's going to be a really close game. Not one that I'm going to be messing with, not a pick that I'm giving out, just a slight lean to the Sixers. and that 5 points. But today's free play of the day, it's going to be the Golden State Warriors. This is a huge line, 12 points. It opened up at 12. Some books have it at 12.5. It's about half and half, either 12, 12.5. Open at 224, the total. It's come down to 222. And I think all of that has to do with Russell Westbrook. How is this Oklahoma City Thunder team going to look offensively without Russell Westbrook running the show? Obviously, he's been gone the whole preseason, so they've been playing without him. He had surgery. He should be back pretty soon, but he's not ready yet. But this is an interesting game because it's opening night. Warriors were the champions last year, so it's ring ceremony night, and usually that favors the road team because they're sitting there watching the ceremony, and they just can't wait to get on the court and face this team who's celebrating last year. But the Warriors have been here. This is their third. They're going for 3 straight, so they won the last 2 years. So they know what this is all about. I think even with this ring ceremony and having to quickly get ready for the game after that, I think they'll be ready for it. They might get off to a somewhat of a slow start. That definitely will be expected. But with this Warriors team, 12 points is something they can get pretty easily. I'm looking for them to get that towards the second half. Probably be a close first half game, play around a little bit, get a feel for each other. But without Russell Westbrook, it's just going to be too much on Paul George's hands. They did pick up Schroeder from the Atlanta Hawks. He's a pretty good point guard, so he's pretty much going to be handling the ball. But just overall, I don't think Oklahoma has enough to compete with this Warriors team. In the preseason, I think they went 1-4, which I think is actually a good thing because they're going to be more motivated and ready to get off to a good start for this regular season. And they've already talked about it in the media as well. They know the ring ceremony, the other team's going to come out fighting, ready to go. And like I said, it's in their minds already. Warriors know about it. I think they're going to come to play. And at the end of the day, I do think they're going to cover 12 points. So that's going to be today's free play of the day. Warriors -12. Huge line, but at home, national TV game. I think they get the job done, and we'll see what happens. That's how we're going to start off the NBA season. I'm looking forward to a great one. College basketball is right around the corner. We're coming off a great weekend in football, both college and NFL. We had a winning day in hockey yesterday. And so, again, if you guys are interested in all of my plays that I give out every single day, you'll find them right here on my Patreon page, patreon.com/JVille Sports. That's where I post all my picks every single day. MLB, NHL, NFL, so many sports, college football, and now the NBA, and then of course college basketball. We're just going to have a ton of sports picks every single day. So check out my Patreon page if you're interested in those picks. I'm going to try to give out a free NBA pick most days. We'll see how that goes. If there's days when there's only 1 or 2 picks, I'm going to save those over on the Patreon page. But if there's enough picks for me, I'll definitely be giving out picks every single day on the YouTube channel. So stay tuned for my NBA videos because I'm looking to have a great NBA season like I have been in the other sports. So that's going to wrap up today's video. Nice and sweet and short. Only 2 games on the schedule, but enjoy them. NBA opening night, exciting times, right in the middle of the football season. So it's going to be a great time to get the parlays going. We had a pretty big teaser, a 5-team teaser in the NFL. Close because we had the Packers on that teaser, also on the money line as well. So we needed the Packers to come through -2.5. They won by 3. So great Monday night game. Could have been better. I was hoping the Packers would win by at least 7, but we had our teaser, hit our money line, so finished off a great NFL week. And we'll look to have another one in the NFL, college football, like I said, all the sports. So all the plays are over on the Patreon page. I'll post a link in the description of this video and in the comments section. So enjoy the NBA and get ready for another great football week. And I will see you guys soon. Good luck.